Should be working. Is it working?
Ah,
yes,
there we go.
A love muffins is we Scott.
And Jordin Sparks, yay. I can't do it like you.
I'm so happy to be chilling with you today.
Thank you. I'm excited that this finally worked out. I'm very excited.
Isn't she so cute, Love Muffins? Oh my goodness, little ponytail to the side. And my mohawk is literally like, I don't know what's going on with it. After yesterday, it kind of fell, and she helped me spray it up, and we're going to go with it.
We tried fixing it.
Yeah, we
Hairspray
did.
worked too. It's all over the room now. But it's okay. It's okay.
So what are you doing in New York?
I am actually here recording my new album. I'm very, very excited. Lots of up-tempo stuff. And I've actually gotten more involved with, like, the writing and everything. So been in sessions at, like, 12 o'clock in the afternoon to 12 o'clock at night. Just writing and figuring out stuff and, you know, basically pouring my heart out onto paper.
I always had a question. Why is music sessions always at night?
You know,
it's like late night. Like, it's weird. Like, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes it goes through the night, right?
You know, I don't know. It depends. And, I mean, we actually start earlier than I usually have. Okay. We start at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and then go until 12 o'clock at night. So, I don't know. You take breaks. You go out to eat and everything. But my thought was, I think it's kind of a conspiracy because the best songs happen, I think, at night because you're so tired. And then you get really emotional. And then everything comes out. And you're like, oh, my gosh, song.
Rock.
That's what I think.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's the sound of your new album?
Sound of my new album, I think, is a little bit more up-tempo. More, I think I might have more dance songs on this album, so I'm very excited about that.
Okay.
Definitely have some ballads and slow songs, because I know I can sell a slow song.
Okay.
And
she's like, I know I can sell a slow song.
I know I can sell a slow song. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just sticking with kind of what I did for the first album, which was I just picked songs that I liked. But now that I'm writing more, it feels a lot better because I'm more, you know, emotionally involved in the song, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to perform this. It'll be so amazing. Okay, sorry.
So what's the in the biggest way your life has changed since American Idol, the album?
Oh man. I think just, you know, the constant traveling, the constant being away from home and just like living out of a suitcase pretty much. And just the fact that I'm singing on such a big scale and singing in front of so many people. And I walk down the street and they're like, Jordin, and I'm like, whoa, okay. Like it's I'm still not used to it. I walked into MAC today because I needed to find makeup so I could look as good as you. And this little girl, or I guess she wasn't little, she was probably 14, and she was getting her makeup done. And she saw me and her eyes just got so huge, and her mom was there and she was like, she jumped out of the chair and was like, can I take a picture with you? I was like, yeah, of course you can. Let me go pay for my stuff, and then I'll come back over here. And she was so adorable. Isn't that
a beautiful thing? Like, when my Love Muffins come up to me, I feel the same way. I feel so honored.
Love Muffins! I love you, too. I'm one. I am a Love Muffin.
Yes. I mean, it's an honor, you know, that anyone would want to come up, you know? I'm like, oh my God.
That they just want to say, like, hi to you. It's crazy.
And then I ask myself, like, oh my God, did I do the right thing? Was it nice enough?
Exactly. You're always, like, unsure. But it's really cool because then you're just like, I'm just me, you know? And it's cool that people like that, you know?
And you said this was the first time you walked around by yourself in New York City?
Yes. First time I walked around here. And it was, like, so empowering and just so much fun. I've never walked around New York City, by myself at least. And, you know, I walked down Fifth Avenue and I was going to go in Central Park, and then I was like, maybe I shouldn't push it. I might get lost. So I just, you know, kind of made a big circle, went to Broadway and went to the Virgin Record store because it's closing, and that's where I bought my first record, and it was very sad, but it's okay. But it was a lot of fun today, and it's a beautiful day today. So
yeah, it is.
Perfect day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm torn because, you know, I just recently left LA.
Yeah, I know.
And the weather here sometimes, like, oh my God, what did I do?
Yeah,
you know?
right?
But New York is something very special about it, too. So.
I think so, too. I mean, you've got two great places. I mean, LA and New York, they're both great, but they both definitely have some things where you're just like, okay.
Maybe not. Right.
Exactly.
So I have to ask you this. I have to ask you this question.
Yes.
I know you did the song with Chris Brown, No Air, and you know the whole fiasco with him and Rihanna. What are your thoughts?
The thing is, I get a lot of questions like, you know Chris, so what's going on with him and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I only saw him at the music video set, and like that's the only time we spoke. So I don't know him on a very personal level like that. But from what I saw when we did the music videos, he was really, really sweet, very charming, and I have no idea. It's just a really, really sad situation, and I don't think it wasn't right at all. no matter what happened. But I just hope that they figure things out and like move on with their lives. You know?
Yeah. What would you say to girls that are experiencing domestic violence or any type of?
It's not okay. It's just not okay. It doesn't matter if you started it or he started it. It's just not okay at all on both ends.
Right.
And that you don't have to go through it, and you don't have to stay in it, and you don't have to accept it because it's not your fault. So
exactly.
Yeah.
I agree.
Thank you.
And so after New York, after you finish the album, when is the album coming out?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Okay, so we want to finish it by May.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the option of putting it out during the summer or midsummer or September. I think is the latest we might put it out. So I don't know yet because we're still working on it. So.
If you had to say, who are your biggest influences?
Oh,
that gives the Jordin Sparks sound. Like, who is it? Like, who are the artists that you have listened to when you were growing up that kind of that you pull from that inspired you?
So my mom and dad have two equally opposite tastes in music. Mm-hmm. So my mom, I was listening to like Bon Jovi and Pat Benatar and like all the 80s music, which I absolutely love. Mm-hmm. And then with my dad in the car was Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Brandy, Boyz II Men, like. So I've got all of that, and then all of my mom, and then my grandma, Johnny Mathis, Nat King Cole, Patsy Cline, Etta James, and it's just like a huge mix of stuff. I love so much music. And then on my own, I really, really love Christina Aguilera.
Yes, okay.
Justin Timberlake, John Mayer, Jason Mraz. I like Beyonce. No, oh yeah, that's another one my dad played.
Beyonce?
Destiny's Child all the time. All the time. Right. Bills was my jam. It was my jam, every day.
Can you pay my bills? Can you pay myself? Yeah.
Exactly. So, I don't know. I've just had a lot of different influences, and it's crazy for, girls that are a little bit younger than me, because I'm not old by any means. Like we were talking about.
You're 19.
19 years old. God. So when I have girls come up to me that are like, "You're one of my biggest influences," I'm like, whoa. How is this happening right now?
And I'm only 19, right?
Exactly. But it's a lot of fun. It's very cool and a lot of fun.
Who would you want to work with? And who are you working with? You can't say that when you can't talk about your new album.
I'm not working with anybody as of yet.
Everything is just you.
Everything is me so far. Hopefully we've written a few songs where we'll be able to maybe add somebody on it. I talked to Leona Lewis. Oh my gosh, please.
Okay.
Only the green ones.
Okay, on the green ones? Okay, well, I'll eat the rest.
Okay, I'll take some green and red ones.
Okay, we both love these gummies. These are like my favorite gummies in the world. And
Haribo.
Yeah, I bought them first.
Gold Bears. They're so good.
Tasty.
So I talked to Leona Lewis. Okay. I think it was at the AMAs in November last year, and I think she's starting on a new record too. So I was like, I want to do a female empowerment duet, kind of like The Boy Is Mine, Brandy and Monica.
They're not fighting about anything, but just like being positive.
Or we could. We could fight. I don't know. Not in real life though, I promise.
You will win.
Or like When You Believe, Whitney Houston and Mariah. Like I want to do something like that where it'll be timeless and people will still listen to it and play it, So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I would also love to work with Fergie. My God.
Yes.
I love that woman. Love. Fergie, I would
put it out there. It's positive energy. You are Fergie.
Let's work together. I got that boom, boom, boom. Oh my gosh, that song.
Yes.
That song.
Yes.
Okay.
The new one with Black Eyed Peas, right?
Yes. Okay. Boom, boom, pow. I think that's what it's called. Exactly. Download it.
On lovebscott.com. I had it up. Search for
good.
It. There you
go. He's already on it.
There you go.
Dang it. Okay. Justin Timberlake. I would love to work with him. T-Pain. I know. I know auto-tune is crazy.
He is amazing. Like he's, in his own way. He has this little genius type of thing. Like
exactly.
People listen to his music. They're hit records.
Yeah.
Before you know, you're singing it. You know what I mean?
And I'm totally obsessed with his new record.
Not another T-Pain song. And the first thing you know, you're like
requesting it.
Requesting it.
Exactly. No, I actually am very obsessed with his new album. I was listening to it when I was walking around. So I would love to do something with T-Pain maybe. John Mayer, Jason Mraz.
Wow.
Christina Aguilera. But I don't know if I could do that. She would start singing and I'd be like, okay, just you can have the song. I'll just watch. I will just watch you sing this song.
It would be fine. It would be beautiful.
But, but if anybody wants to work with me, I mean, it definitely has to be the right song and like the right feel and stuff that I would want to say necessarily. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
And tell me, I'm sitting here looking at you, and I noticed this tattoo behind your ear. Tell us about that.
Okay, wait. It might be backwards on here.
Let's zoom in.
I have a tattoo right here.
Right there. To zoom in.
Zoom.
Yeah, wait a minute. Okay.
Okay.
Other way. Turn a little bit. They go.
Oh, no, shoot. Sorry.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, and it's the PJ, right?
PJ is my younger brother. He'll be 17 in May. Mm-hmm. And we're really, really close. And so for my first tattoo, I always told him, I was like, PJ, when I turn 18 and I can get a tattoo, I'm going to get your name. That is so adorable. And he was like, no, you're not. And I was like, you just watch. And it's a good thing his name isn't like Bartholomew, or else it'd be like all the way around my neck. But so PJ worked, and so I decided to put it behind my ear because it's kind of one of those things where it's hidden and you can't really see it unless you look for it and all that. And then he got Jordin across his wrist.
That is so adorable.
Yeah. Shout out to PJ. I love you. He's
hey,
Love Muffin
PJ.
too. He really likes
the Love Muffin too. Ow!
Yes.
Okay, so, I always get the singers.
Right.
Especially the singers that can sing and sign. Like Jordin Sparks to sing. What do you want to sing for us today?
Oh my God. I don't know. I'm scared. Okay. Oh, shoot. What do you think I should sing?
Maybe we mentioned her before. Beyonce, Halo.
Okay. Okay. This is just to everybody. I'm not trying to be Beyonce. I just really love her music and I love her songs. So
don't we love Beyonce? She's just wonderful. Okay.
If you like things, should have been a ring. Oh my gosh, I'm starting. Well, okay. That's a whole other topic.
So Beyonce, Halo.
Okay. So
need honey, need some water.
Okay, I'm good. Okay. I hope I start on the right key, or else it's gonna be really high. Remember those walls I built? Baby, they're tumbling down. And they didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even make a sound. I found a way to let you in, but I never really had a doubt. Standing in the light of your halo, I got my angel now. It's like I've been awakened. Every move I had you making, it's the risk that I'm taking. I ain't never gonna shut you out. Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can see your halo. You know you're my saving grace. You're everything I need and more. It's written all over your face. Baby, I can feel your halo. Pray it won't fade away. Halo! Halo! Oh, I did it so high!
You were like, don't cut to me. I can't see it. She's like,
oh my God, it was so high. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that.
That was good. Yes, that was great. No, I loved it. No, the vocal control was there and everything. What?
Don't lie.
No, it was good. It was very good. So, yes. Okay, so what else is there?
I want to ask you questions.
Yes,
okay. So how are things going with everything you're working on? And just, I'm so excited for you. Okay.
It's going great. It's really going great in terms of like, I'm just adjusting to everything, like the newfound whatever it is.
Right.
And really trying to figure out, I already know what it means to be Scott.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out, like, sometimes I do stuff, I'm like, is that really what I want to put out there? But at the end of the day, it is. Everything you see from me is a reflection of where I'm at that moment.
Right.
So, that's what makes me who I am. That, I do random stuff all the time. Like,
me
come
too.
over here.
That's why we get, we get along so well. That's
all. I mean, I can't wait till the next step comes or whatever, like where, camera crews can see, like, the before and after and everything in between. So people can really get to know me as a person better.
That's so awesome. Well, I mean, how many videos do you have on your YouTube?
Now I have I have like 220 something.
Oh, I've got like 20.
20.
I'll catch up.
But you have your official channel, and then you have
I keep trying to tell my label to send me my password so I can get on it, but still hasn't happened yet. So we'll see. So I just made my own.
Yeah. And but, and the main thing too is just being able to connect with my Love Muffins on a very real way. I actually have something to say, and I think it's beautiful that people are inspired and see something in me just by me being who I am.
You inspire me.
Really?
Yeah, well, I think you're actually the reason why I started my own YouTube because I was like, that is such a good idea. Just sit and you talk about what you're feeling and like, you know, and then I just, you know, add the extra singing part. But like random videos, funny stuff, you crack me up. Oh my goodness, sometimes I'm just like.
You know what I hate though? I hate like, it's funny because the only thing I hate about all of this is that people who don't know me, you know what I mean, make these off the wall assumptions or judgments or, you know, just create lies, you know?
Yeah.
And I know it's a part of it, you know, but it's still something I had to get used to.
It's
even though I had really thick skin and I really don't care on a normal situation.
Yeah.
But just people sometimes just go so far with the hate. You know, you're just like, oh my God, like, are you serious? Like, do you have a life? Like, are you really patrolling the internet to say such hateful things, you know?
Exactly.
And it hurts me because, not in terms of what they say, it hurts me to know that there's a person out there that is so soulless and lost and hurting. Yeah. That they would do stuff like that.
Exactly. I'm still getting used to the same thing. And it's like, okay, great. Yeah. I'm kind of glad you voice your opinion, but at the same time, like, you don't have to be so harsh.
So hateful. Like, I'm like, if you don't like me or whatever, you don't like, they don't like your music, they don't have to listen. Yeah, they don't have to, like, stalk you and know so much about you.
If you don't like my music, that's great. You don't have to be a butthead about it.
Right.
You know?
Keep it moving.
Exactly.
Okay, wipe me down.
To the left.
So yeah, and we gotta do the paw. We have to do the paw. Okay. So we're gonna do the paw without any music because I don't feel like finding it. Like, I don't know if I have internet or not. But
my hair is a hot mess.
No, and my mohawks. You see this? The thing is, it was so cute yesterday and it fell, and then
it wasn't.
I always take baths, so like it kind of got wet in the bathtub, and then I tried to spray this bad girl up, but she just whatever, you know what I mean? And we're both mixed. That's the beautiful thing too. Is like we have that in common, so you know our hair is like just does its own thing.
And it's so hard to find product for it too because everybody there is that thing called mixed chicks, which I tried.
Mixed chicks, hey mixed chicks.
Woo! Okay. But not every mixed chick has the same type of hair.
Yes.
So so it didn't really work for me, even though it's great stuff. If you want to try it.
Check out mixed chicks.
But it's usually really hard for me to find stuff. So I'm usually just like, okay, just, you know, do whatever. Go where you want to go here. Because, you know, I'm going to try and it's just going to do its own thing.
Sometimes you just have to let it just do what it does.
Exactly.
Okay. That being said, we're going to paw now.
Okay.
Paw? Okay. So we're going to paw. We're going to stay on the ground. Isn't it cool? Like, I came over. On the floor.
Wait, what? Shirt.
Okay. Wow, what is it? What does it say?
Thick girls.
Yes. Let's talk about that briefly.
Yeah, okay.
People always give you a hard time because, you know, they say, oh my God, she's gaining weight or she lost weight. Or they're concerned with your weight. Mm-hmm. You know, and I think you're beautiful. And I love the fact that you're not a toothpick.
Thank you.
I really do.
I could never be a toothpick.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. Lord. Like, you know, it's just like, ooh.
Thank you.
If I wasn't gay, wait a minute. So, you know what I mean? So I think it's just, how do you feel about that?
I'm very excited to be doing what I'm doing because that's kind of the message I want to portray is that you just be yourself. That's why we're all different. If we were all the same, it'd be so boring. And I just think that it's our flaws and like our differences and our hair and our freckles and whatever that makes us beautiful. And so I'm sorry, I'm going to get on a soapbox because it's my thing.
No, it's okay.
But I've always dealt with self-image issues. And when I was 15, I went and auditioned. I went to an open casting call for Torrid, which is a plus size modeling thing, and it goes from sizes 12 to beyond. And they accepted me for it. And so I think it was in that moment when I put on the clothes and I was taking pictures and I was just being myself that I felt
so beautiful. And
and I was feeling comfortable in my own skin. I mean, it's an everyday thing. I mean, every day I'm getting more and more confident in myself and who I am as a person. And there are definitely going to be those days where I'm like, okay, anybody have a bag so I can put it over my head, you know?
Right.
But I just think that it's not healthy, the image that Hollywood portrays, and it's not that glamorous, you guys. I promise you, it is not that glamorous.
Exactly. And you don't know how they get to be that small.
Exactly.
And they try to live up to an image that doesn't exist. Mm-hmm. And that's, a lot of what you see is Photoshop and stuff. And then a lot of people try to emulate something that's not real, and then it's so unhealthy.
Exactly. And I mean, there are some people who are naturally that small.
Very few.
I'm not saying that, but just trying to get yourself somewhere. And okay. And it's so crazy because, people can have goals to get down to a certain weight and stuff. That's great. You just have to be healthy. Like, it is so scary. I just remember being in high school and so many girls were just like they were so skinny, and I was like, can we go get a milkshake or something? Like,
can you get a biscuit?
Come with me. We'll go get a milkshake or something. But I'm just learning that if I'm myself, people are gonna love me for that, and it's so much easier if you're just yourself and not trying to be something else, because then you got to keep up with the facade, and it's just all this extra energy that you're wasting that you don't need to waste. So yeah, okay.
God, you're such a beautiful. I could give you a hug.
Oh my God. Thank you.
That was really nice.
Sorry. Thanks.
No, it was beautiful, and it very much so relates to me too. Just accepting yourself and being who you are.
Oh my gosh, we're totally sisters.
Yes. Okay. All right, now we have to do the pawpaw.
Okay.
Okay. Finally back to the pawpaw. But I'm so happy we talked about that, because I'm like, if one more person says something about your weight, whether you're losing it or gaining it, I'm like, who cares? She's beautiful. Period.
Oh, and it's all about clothes too. Clothes make a huge difference in how you look. Exactly. So there are some days where I'll wear a really cute dress and I will look like I've gained 50 pounds, and then the next day I wear something else and people are like, what is she doing? She's throwing up, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, I just had a cheeseburger. Awesome. But
the cool thing about it, at least they're talking.
Yeah, that's the cool thing.
They're talking. When they stop talking, then that's the problem.
Any press is good press.
Good press. Good
kind of.
Kind of. All right, we're going to pawpaw it out. All right, love muffins. Here we go. Pawpaw. And it goes,
Okay, wait. Okay.
Okay, make sure you get in the picture. Here we go. Are we in the picture? Okay. Thank you so much. I love you.
Thank you.
I wish you well with everything.
I'm so happy.
And we're just going to watch each other grow. And as we, what's the song? One step at a time? Did you have a song? Step by step?
One step at a time. There's no need to rush. It's like learning to fly or falling in love. It's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen.
Yes!
And we find the reasons why. One step at a time.
Double kisses. Mwah. Mwah. Bye-bye. That was great.